Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for iFive for the iPhone is provided by CacheFly at CACHEFLY.com.
Oh, hello, and welcome to iFive for the iPhone Studio 54. Episode. I get those confused sometimes. This is the show where we pick the 5 best iPhone apps, news, tips, and tricks, and share them with you. I'm Sarah Lane, your club promoter, and believe me, this is the hot internet show. Number 1, we got a recommendation from fellow food lover Brandon to check out an app called Ness, N-E-S-S, which promises to help you find great food nearby. You just tell Ness your location and not only the kinds of foods you like, but also the kinds of foods you really don't like. So for example, burger joints, not my thing. I have filtered those out. Then I have the option of not just finding places near me, but also rating places near me or places I've been to give Ness a better idea of the kind of food that I want to eat so that the app can recommend new awesome food places. It's sort of like the Pandora for lunch. I can hook Ness up to Foursquare to easily rate places that I've checked into over the years. I can get recommendations for a dinner in the future or a particular cuisine. The more you use Ness, of course, the better it's supposed to understand what you want to eat. It's kind of like having the functionality of Foursquare and just taking it up a notch. Now, apps like Ness are always better in places with a high concentration of food. I understand that. High-end, low-end, sandwich shops, steakhouses, taquerias. If your city or your town is full of them, I think you'll really like Ness. It's also free, so your biggest risk is, well, there isn't really a risk, unless you count food poisoning. Number 2, do you ever feel like there's just no way you're ever going to read all of the stuff that you want to read online? Yes, me too. RSS readers, they're good for saving things, but then we still have to do all of the actual reading ourselves, and it can be really overwhelming. Maybe you're a slow reader. Maybe you get distracted easily. That's my problem. If so, an app called Readquick might help. Readquick displays articles one word at a time according to a pace you set for yourself. The idea is a level of focus that you just don't get when you're reading a whole paragraph or you've got a page to look over or skip or skim or get lost in. Reading just a single word at a time is actually really weird at first. It was for me anyway. In fact, it felt a little claustrophobic until I found a pace that was fast enough. I almost wanted it to be just a little too fast. Reading this way actually allowed me to read faster without zoning out. Because I have to read a lot of tech news for my job, the faster the better. So it was a good exercise. I can also link Readquick to my saved articles on Instapaper or Pocket, or choose to read articles from the featured section, and they've got some good stuff there. My biggest issue is that the app is $5, and that seems a little high. It's an iPhone app after all. But for those of you who need a completely different approach to speed reading and comprehension, I can promise you that Readquick is a great exercise. Number 3, we got an email from Marco, who has a great tip about a native iOS app you probably never use. I know I don't. Voice Memo. Do you use it? I bet you don't. He writes, did you know that you can use the native Voice Memos app to simulate push-to-talk over iMessage? First, record a message in Voice Memos. Hi, I'm doing something for the show. Then press the button with 3 black lines, hit share, and select message. After you send it to somebody, the recipient can just click on the sound file and play it right inside iMessage. This even works if the recipient is on an iPad. Well, yeah, because iMessage works on iOS in general, iPhones and iPads alike. Hi, I'm doing something for the show. I love this tip. In fact, I'm surprised I didn't think of it myself. Although if you've been watching the show long enough, you know by now that I'm not really very bright. Number 4, Sue. Last night, you may or may not have been paying any attention to the MTV Video Music Awards. The reason I'm even mentioning it is because I was not paying attention to the show because I don't have cable or really care about MTV. But I did notice a lot of chatter on my Twitter stream about Miley Cyrus's interesting performance. So I decided to turn to an app called Frequency to get up to speed. Frequency says it turns internet video into TV. Sounds like exactly what I need, right? You follow trending videos, featured videos and channels. You can personalize your own channels based on what you like. Comedy, food, music, sports, whatever you're interested in. You can also watch videos your friends have shared via social networks like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And Frequency is designed to play video streams continuously, like traditional TV, just serving it up to you. And of course, via AirPlay, you can send videos to a big TV, sit back and watch. Here's the problem I have with Frequency. So back to that Miley Cyrus performance, right? You'd think that that would be all over Frequency. Well, I found some truncated versions of the performance, some edited together stuff from other shows. It wasn't really what I was looking for. I was just looking for the performance video from some source. Now, I'm not saying that that's Frequency's fault, but it does keep me from thinking of it as an actual TV alternative. I'm still looking for that app that really feels like the future of TV. Finally, number 5. Earlier in the show, we talked about discovering new places to eat with Ness. Well, reviews are fine and good, but looking at pictures of food only gets us so far. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I just still don't know what the vibe of that place is like. So what about an app that offers video tours of food and drink establishments so you can see a little bit more of what you're in for? Tastemade is an app designed to do just that. In fact, it invites us all to create beautiful, bite-sized episodes of our favorite food destinations and enjoy an intimate tour of the best restaurants around the world. Who's doing that? We are!
Hey guys, it's Amy of Backyard Bite. The next time you're in downtown LA, skip the line at Earth Cafe and head on over to this awesome bakery gem just outside the Arts District.
The app has built-in graphics, music, and even filters, so you don't actually need to be some sort of fancy producer expert to put something semi-awesome together, but it's crowd-sourced reviews. In fact, just by chance while browsing bars in my city of San Francisco, I actually found a video my friend Emily made of a bar that I've been to, and it was actually really good. I liked it.
All right, so right inside is Noir Lounge, and it's a great little happy hour spot, so I'm gonna meet a girlfriend and see what this place is all about.
Obviously, if you don't want to be a star, you don't have to be. You can just follow your favorite tastemakers as they explore the city around your other cities and send videos to your other friends. All right, so here's where Sarah, the snobby TV person, comes in a little bit. Tastemade is a great app. I think it's a great idea, but it's pretty limited by the tools and knowledge of the presenters. Putting videos together is not effortless, I should know, and I think that the template is a little basic to be all that compelling. Or maybe I've just been in the business too long, I don't know, it's a little hard to say. If you love Tastemade, or better yet, if you've made a Tastemade video that you think will wow us all and you're really proud of, do let us know at iFive@twit.tv. Well, one more thing. A couple episodes ago, I mentioned a wonderful little weather app called Weather Kitty, remember? Well, over the weekend, I received this email from Kathy. She writes, "Okay, I realize you're a cat person. Personally, I've been attacked by enough cats to consider them evil, but that's a story for another day. I can't believe, however, you would be so biased as to mention Weather Kitty and not mention its superior app, Weather Puppy. Please rectify this ASAP." Kathy, I am sorry. I would never, ever intentionally leave out my dog people. I, too, am a dog person. Please forgive my thoughtless, careless oversight. And that's about it for this episode of iFive. If you know somebody who has an iPhone and might really like app tips and iOS tricks like the ones we talk about on this show, do show them how to subscribe to the show at twit.tv/iFive. You can also email us at iFive@twit.tv, leave us a voicemail at 614 on iFive, or send us a video with an app review of your own. I'm Sarah Lane, and I'll see you next week on iFive for the iPhone.